Welcome aspiring data scientists and welcome future Python programmers. Today we have our second lecture and also last lecture about dictionaries. In the previous class we started working with dictionaries and how they actually are structured. Then we did adding, customizing and deleting of single values or elements within an index and also deleting the according key in our dictionary. And in the end, we had a little side-by-side comparison of lists versus dictionaries. The content of today is working with nested dictionaries. So basically, we could say that a dictionary is inside of another dictionary and how we do adding and subsetting of those dictionaries or nested dictionaries. Let's make a quick recap from last lecture. So we can always say that here we have our dictionary name, and then we have always a key in our dictionary and a value attached. So a dictionary can be very useful, for example, for an address book or telephone number book and all these kind of data books which store many different values, but where you always have one specific unique key attached to the values actually. So, and if we want to access a certain value in our dictionary, we first have to define which dictionary we want to access, then which key actually, and the output then of our line of code will be always the lookup value. So the value that is actually to attach to the key for that we are searching. So what is a nested dictionary now? A nested dictionary is a dictionary that contains other dictionaries. So meaning we first create a huge dictionary with a key always or a key inside. And then for each of these single keys, we create a new smaller dictionary. So we can say that for all our different years, in this case, for example, 2005, 2012, and so on, for each of these keys, we create a new dictionary. So first we have our first key created, and this first key stores actually a dictionary that contains two different keys. And those two different keys again store a lookup value. So basically we subset or go one row deeper in our dictionary. So we can say that every key, first key value now has their own dictionary with always two keys inside and always a lookup value attached to it. And that counts for all of that. So we have here our first key, then we have here our two single keys, and those nested keys contain our actual lookup value. And if we print it out, the dictionary, it looks like a Python dictionary. So first we have curly brackets on both sides, and then for each nested dictionary, we have again curly brackets inside of our dictionary. And how can we select or add and overall work with our dictionary? We do that by first accessing our primary or first key, and then we access our second key to get to our actual lookup value. So in this case, first we want to search for the key 2005. And because we don't want to print out the whole dictionary that is stored in 2005, we also call the Genie as our second key because we are only curious about the value that is stored in 2005 and Genie. So our result would be here 0.315. If we only want to look for everything that is stored in 2005 in that key, we can only search for our first key. And again, if you want to change a certain key or want to add a certain key in your dictionary, you can easily do this by creating a new key on the left side of our equal sign. And then here we store a new dictionary inside of our first key with two second keys and an attached lookup value to it. And that is basically how a nested dictionary works. It's the same logic, just one step deeper, we could say. So the learning goals that we have achieved for dictionaries are how we can create a dictionary using those curly brackets, how we can add and customize elements within it, the difference between lists and dictionaries, and in the end, in this presentation, we also learned how we can work with nested dictionaries and how we can do adding and subsetting of those. Congratulations, you have finished another Python online video. Please don't forget to make the Jupyter assignment, and we are looking forward to see you in the next video. Goodbye.